All right, it's for you pre-AP kids only. You're gonna need to be able to solve some equations with some significant fractions in there, as you can see. You need to be able to do this without a calculator. Okay, so I would practice solving all equations non-calculator, because your test is broken into calculator section and non-calculator section. So you're gonna see some of this stuff, and you won't be able to use a calculator on it. Okay, so you need to practice it that way so you're ready for it come test time. All right, so let's take a look at this first one. Anytime I get a problem with a bunch of fractions like this, I want to get rid of the fractions as soon as possible. Okay, so we do that by multiplying the entire equation by what's called the LCD, least common denominator. I know you've heard that term before. You hopefully know how to find it. In this case, we need to multiply by a number big enough to cancel out our biggest fraction, so that's 12, okay? And a number that's also going to cancel out the 4 and the 3. All right, this problem, they were very nice to us. The LCD is, in fact, 12, because 4 is a factor of 12, and 3 is also a factor of 12. So if we multiply by 12, okay, and we're going to do this all the way through, all three terms get multiplied by 12. Okay? The reason 12 works is because if I do 12 divided by 3, I get 4. If I do 12 divided by 4, I get 3. And if I do 12 divided by 12, I get 1, or they cancel out. All right, see how there are no denominators left? There's only stuff on the numerator, and that's what we're looking for. That's what we want to happen. So this is going to be 4x plus 3 equals 1. All right, and now it's a very simple linear equation. So we took care of the only hard part of this problem. Now we just need to make sure we don't make any careless errors as we finish out this problem. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Divide by 4. All right, and make sure to reduce your fractions whenever possible. So 2 over 4 reduces to 1/2. That would be your final answer there. All right, so why don't y'all give this one a try on the right? And once you're done, unpause, see how you did. All right, so this one is a little tougher. I still want to get rid of all the fractions as my first step, but they did not give me numbers that are very compatible. Okay, so I'm going to have to multiply by something that's going to cancel out a 5, a 4, and a 3. So like 20 would work for 5 and 4, but that doesn't work for 3. Okay, so we're going to have to go all the way up to 60. All right, 60 is the least common denominator of 5, 3, and 4. All right, to be able to cancel them all out in one step. Okay, and you have to multiply by the same number. So we can't just use like 4 for this one and then use a 3 for these two and a 5 for this one. You have to multiply everything by the same, so the equation stays balanced and we don't fundamentally change the values. All right, so I'm going to multiply this by 60 over here. So again, this is how I think about this. I divide 60 divided by 4. Okay, so 4 goes in 6 once. That would leave you with 20, goes in there 5, so that's 15. So 15's left over, and I'm going to multiply that by the 3z left here. All right, so this is multiplied by 60. 3 goes into 60 20 times, so that's going to leave me with a 20. Same thing's going to happen here. The 3 goes in there 20 times, so I'm left with a 20. And 5 goes in there, let's see, 1, and that would leave me with 10, 2, so 12. All right, so we've got 15 times 3z, that's 45z, minus 20, 20 times 1, equals 20 times 2z, so that's 40z, plus 12. All right, we've got variables on both sides, so let's move our z's over to the left. I'm going to subtract 40z from both sides. That'll cancel out there. 45 minus 40 is 5z. All right, let's move our 20 over here. And that equals 32. And then let's divide by 5. 32 and 5 do not share any common factors, so we cannot reduce, and that's going to be your final answer. I would much prefer you leave your answer in improper fraction form like this rather than convert it to a mixed number or even worse, a decimal. Okay, big on fractions. All right, in math, we want to have the answer written in the most exact way possible. All right, and improper fraction form is the most generally accepted way to do that.